Hello everyone, my name is Brian Janes and I'll be your instructor for this course, which is labeled SCM 105. It's the Principles of Supply Chain Management. It's the introductory class to our associate degree program of supply chain management and also our short-term certificate in supply chain management. I would imagine most of you are signed up in this course because you have an interest in supply chain, which is one of the fastest growing fields in the country and actually globally as well. And a lot of times we call it the highest paying, most in demand job nobody's ever heard of, or career, I should say. So you might be working in the field. This might give you a little more well-rounded experience if your employer is looking, to upskill you. You'll learn about a lot of different components of supply chain in this course. Further on in the degree program, you'll be drilling down deeper into some of these areas in more detail for the specific course content. But for this course, you're going to be learning about really the components of the supply chain from end to end. And a lot of times it's termed as the management of chain of supplies. And it starts out with procurement or purchasing of raw materials and goods that might lead into manufacturing of other goods. And so that's a big part of it as well. You learn a lot about transportation as well. Transportation sometimes is called logistics, and sometimes supply chain logistics get confused. But transportation happens several times within the supply chain. You'll learn a lot about warehousing and distribution. We'll look at laying out a warehouse. So when you are working in one and having to or walk into a distribution center, you understand, the methodology and and why things are where they are. Inventory planning will be another part of this course as well. And obviously, that's a big part of it. And we'll focus a lot on lean. You might have heard the terms Lean Six Sigma. That's a big part of supply chain nowadays as well, which is really trying to minimize the waste, the excess transportation, excess material movement. So these are all different skill sets, and obviously customer service is a big part of supply chain now because of e-commerce. A lot of you might have shopped online recently, so it's an understanding of how when you push that buy button, what happens between that point and when the product shows up at your business or at your doorstep. A lot of times that's misunderstood or just taken for granted. Sometimes we call it the magic. So it's really the magic behind the buy button. So it's a brief overview of the course and what you might be able to expect as far as the content. It will, as far as I can say about what you could do to be successful coming into the course, this is a lot different than a face-to-face. Assignments are timed, date stamped, so you will have to be, very punctual. The expectations will be clear in the syllabus, but you need to be on time with your assignment submittals. And so that's probably one tip I would recommend right off the bat. It's going to be a little bit different if you're not used to an online course. But also, if you have any struggles or anything you need, it's not clear, please contact me, email me, and make use of the discussion board. That's a very good tool that you virtually get to know your classmates. You might not be in a face-to-face situation, but I welcome rich discussion between classmates, and sometimes discussion boards will be a mandatory assignment, but that'll all be spelled out as well. So as far as getting started, you'll be working with Blackboard, the system here at the college, and there's a tab in Blackboard called Get Started, and that'll help you basically get started for all the exactly what it says. So that'll get you guided, point you in the first week, lay out the course syllabus and things like that. So have some fun with the class. I know I have in the past, and we continue to. And like I said, if there's anything you need that's not clear, you need to get a hold of me, please contact me. And welcome to SCM 105. Thank you.